Democrats have to do better at attracting rural voters because of the rural skew in the Electoral College. How do you do that?
Well, I think first of all, you show up, right? So like, as simple as that might sound, yeah. So I was the only Democrat in the country to get reelected in a state that Trump won. He took Montana by 20, I won by 4. 25 to 30% of my voters voted for Donald Trump. And showing up and listening is something that we as Democrats aren't always as good at doing in rural areas as well as urban areas. We got to recognize that about 2/3 of the counties in this country lost businesses over the last decade, and folks saying, look, I shouldn't have to leave, right, my church or synagogue or my school just to make a decent living. So recognizing that the challenges in rural areas are going to be different at times than the challenges in urban areas, but the values are the the values are the same. And as someone that actually represents rural areas and have been able to connect in those, somebody in a rural community wants to be able to stay in that community. Well, you're not going to stay in that community if your hospital closes down, and 20% of rural hospitals are at risk of closure. Somebody in a rural community wants to be able to have a decent job and connectivity to the internet. Well, it's going to be that much more difficult if we don't actually focus on those areas. So I think that what I bring is, look, the path to victory, it doesn't just go through our coasts and our urban areas. If we can't win places back, like in rural Iowa, or Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, to your point, this is about math.